So here's a squash plant in the backyard, and I just wanted to show you the flowers. Right here you can see that there is a male flower. The squash plants have both male and female flowers, and pollen from the male flower, the stamen inside the male flower, has to get inside a female flower. So oftentimes squash in the very beginning of their life will produce mostly male flowers, and then towards the end of their life they'll switch over to producing mostly female flowers. But in between there's this time where they'll produce both. Female flower has a perfect replica of whatever squash variety you have, whether it's zucchini or summer squash or winter squash like butternut. It has a perfect replica of the infertile fruit at the base. So here's a picture right here of a zucchini flower and fruit. You'll notice that there is a zucchini that has kind of melted or looks like it's diseased. It actually is an infertile fruit that didn't get pollen from the male flower into the female flower. Let me just see inside here. But what you're going to do is you're going to peel this back, to do this one-handed, kind of like a paintbrush. And I'm just going to pull this off. These are cucumber beetles inside. What you'll notice here is that there's a lot of pollen right on that stigma, and you're going to use that like a paintbrush, and you're going to go inside female flowers and make sure that pollen gets inside. You can kind of see the pollen coming off on my finger. Normally you wouldn't have to do this if you were on a farm or had plenty of zucchini plants, but when you have only a handful of plants, it's really important to get that pollen back and forth. There are some bees, squash bees, that will wake up the moment that these flowers open in the morning and they actually pollinate them. They're really fantastic bees, but they don't always show up if there's only one plant. And in a home garden situation, oftentimes gardeners have to do it. So this is just one option. And so you would go inside and paint female flowers. I don't have any female flowers yet, but I'm keeping an eye out so that if there is one, that I can make sure it gets pollinated.